we have this armchair here to be repaired with spindles in the backrest, spindles in the armrest, spindles that make up the legs, and one of them here is broken out, that you can see. It's fairly straightforward to repair it. There's no need to throw away the whole chair, because you can saw off that stubby end, drill it out, remove this top rail here from the backrest. There's old glue everywhere holding these spindles in place, so if you just hammer on it, not with a metal hammer please, with a rubber mallet, but if you hit it, all of the brittle glue will release. Super easy, because these are round holes. Drill them out again with the same size of drill bit to clear the old glue out, and just put it back together with a new spindle in. So I'll show you how this one goes. Come on up here to this tripod. Thereabouts. So you can see this stubby end sticking out from the seat. There we go. So that's how it looks initially. There. What you need at this point is a saw blade. Yeah, just something nice. Okay, not your gardening saw. Cut it off. There, it's done. Next thing to do is you need to drill a hole in it, a big one. There, come closer. There's a hole in it already. There, next to that sliver. There, you can see the hole. Splendid. The hole was produced by this big drill bit. No specifics are given, just choose a big drill bit. Don't choose it as big as the whole dowel, but don't make it too small either. How this one works is just hold it on it and drill it out to some depth. Okay, some. And then what you need next is a small chisel. Just about any kind of chisel will do. And what you do is you collapse the rest of the dowel inside towards the hole that you just drilled. Okay, something like that. Just like so. Okay. So, check it back in a few minutes. I will have it cleared out. What I've done here is I removed the rest of the dowel from the hole. What is important is that you can see on most of these pieces the original curvature of the dowel, and that's important. There you can see that it's still part of the circle, because what you do want to do is push from the edge towards the middle where there is a hole. I just drilled in this hole. The size of this pilot hole or initial hole is not very important, but if it's too small, the pieces from the outside are not going to collapse easily to the in. If it's too big of a hole, that's not a problem, but there is a chance of chewing into the outside of the hole there, which is gonna be part of the seat. So this one is 3/8 drill bit, and that one is a 5/8 hole. So what you do, what is important, is that you push away the slivers from the edge of the hole here, and once you're down to flush, you don't have to be down to flush with this surface. You need to go in there and pry the pieces away from the outside of the hole while you're prying. And that's why the pieces that are in the hole, don't cut them flush with the seat, okay? You need a little bit sticking up and out, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to go in with a chisel and pry it this way. If you do so, it's gonna show up along the seat that the edge of this hole is not gonna be around. It's gonna have these chisel prints in it with forcing and prying, okay? like I said, what you do want to do with a semi-dull chisel, force the slivers in so that they collapse to the inside and they come out like that, without the chisel being forced either this way or this way along the perimeter of these dowels and then forced in, forced to collapse in this way. No, collapse them this way, pushing them this way, okay, while they still stick out a bit. Okay, that makes sense? So push them in like so. Don't be chiseling this way and then prying this way. Bad idea. It's gonna damage the surface here. Okay, so just play with it a little bit. You can see those are the pieces that came out there. What you do now is you do find a drill bit that actually matches that hole. Let's just go a little closer. Thereabouts. That's what's inside the hole. Those are not my chisel prints. It's just discoloration on the wood. And this is gonna be a 5/8 hole because this one seems to fit there about that deep. You can see there is still stuff inside that I couldn't get out, so that's gonna be my next move, to remove that glue, whatever is left in there, by the way, from that hole. Okay, check it back in a few minutes. Alright, this is the backrest of the chair, and this is how it looks like when it's only partially re-drilled. There is still glue at the bottom of the hole that appears to be dark and glossy somewhat. You can see it just about almost there at the bottom of the hole. You can still see some glue. And I turn the chair around, and here at the seat you can see when the hole is drilled out and it's clear of all old glue. What you also notice right away is the hole is too deep. The point of the drill bit poked through there on the underside. Don't worry about it. Cut a piece of dowel, a thin slice, drop it in there so you're not leaking glue out. It doesn't really matter if this hole goes through the seat or not. It's just practical that you don't drip glue when you're gluing the spindle in place. So next one, I need to find a spindle that fits this 5/8 hole and is also 24 inches in length and is shaped exactly the same way. I'll let you know when I find something.